So managed to sort of get the wheels back on. Maybe not all of them, maybe like 3 of them, but I haven't quite done up the wheel nuts, and they're a little bit loose, and I'm kind of like holding the last one on with my foot or something, and it could just fall apart at any second. I'm not quite sure where I'm going with this analogy, but hey guys, Woody here, welcome back, episode 35 of On to Ohm, and as I always say, if you're enjoying this type of content and you're not yet subscribed, if you could, it would mean a lot to me, smash that like button. I know I do say at the beginning of every video, but it's just a little bit reminder that if you are watching and you're not subscribed, if you could, that would be awesome. Right guys, like I said, a quick tactic tweak. We beat QPR 3-1. And then beat Rotherham 2-0 and Luton Town 4-1. Goncalo Sosa with a hat-trick there. He also got one against Rotherham as well. So yeah, just a small little tweak to the tactic. Ball-winning midfielder here in support, and the DM, which is actually one of Niall John's better roles. He does like that ball-winning midfielder, but I thought we'd do the ball-winning midfielder here. I did, kind of go deep line playmaker on defend here, but this one seemed to work first. That was the other option, and it did go quite well. We then lost 2-1 to Hull City, which was annoying, and we had a 1-1 draw with Blackpool, which was super annoying because Sam Hughes also actually missed a penalty in the 94th minute to win us the game. So that was frustrating because Blackpool are quite poor this season. You can see that down the relegation. We sit 8th. We are 1 win out of that playoff spot. So looking good. Goncalo Sosa has 13 goals to his name. He is looking absolutely the bits. Finances wise, looking good over that wage budget a lot, which is crazy. We are going to play Nottingham Forest, who are 3rd today, and then Huddersfield, who are down the bottom. So a bit of a contrast there. Nottingham Forest have been in really good form, top of the table for a long time. And if you have a look at their history, obviously they were in that Premier League season. They got relegated. They came straight back up again, only to get relegated again. So they're turning into a bit of a yo-yo team. I'm sure they have some excellent quality players. Brian Hill, Morgan Gibbs-White still, Danny Ings, so they're not going to be an easy opposition. But let's get into it straight away. Not a lot of talk, less talk, more game. I think this is how we're going to be looking, I think. Harrison Ashby is a little bit injured, and Luka Klanic is tired. Right, so we've got Norman in goal, Matheson at right back, Foster, Doy and Couto, John at the base of midfield with Jones and JB, Paveda, Bridgie and Sosa up front. Looks like a good team. I think we can give Nottingham Forest a good run for their money here, and hopefully grab a draw and get that last wheel, at least get the nuts on that last wheel, so that I'm not holding it anymore, and then hopefully over the next couple of games get all those wheel nuts tightened, and then we are back where we should be, with all the wheels back on this football club and going in the right direction. All right, we've got our first highlight straight off the kickoff as I yell out that customary encouragement that I do every single game. I think it does help. I think it does. I'm convinced. I'm absolutely convinced that does help. So can't argue me otherwise. Matheson on the ball now. Niall John, he loses out, but Matheson managed to get back and cover. Foster now to Doy. Doy found Couto and Jones. Bridgie working down this left-hand side. Benny Couto cuts inside to Bridgie, then plays a nice little pass back. It comes in, and it is JB. And we have stunned Nottingham Forest in the first minute of this game. Benny Couto, once again, those runs down the left side, plays it back to Bridgie. He plays a brilliant pass to the 2 defenders. Couto with a delightful cross. Max Kilman with a poor header there. I think it would have come off Sosa there in the end, but that is exactly what we want. And another highlight again. Whenever it does this, 2 quick highlights, I'm always like, is it on extended? It's not. Hopefully Forest don't score here, as Nico Williams has a blast over the bar. All right, Kuto now with the throw-in. Finds Niall John. We go back to Doi. Kuto now. Can he produce some more magic? Sosa and Pervader. Swapping with Bridgie this time. Jones, John, they're pressing really hard, Forest. But we are getting the passes through. Matheson on the ball now. Is he going to do a Benny Kuto from the right side? Bridgie. And Sosa makes it to Carlos Sosa. It's going that jerky again, but he's offside. I don't know why it is so jerky. It's annoying. It was Bridgie that was offside there. Brown on the ball now. Goes forward. John wins the header. Sosa. I mean, this is frustrating. I don't know why it's doing this. It's only just started the last couple of episodes. All right. Hopefully tweaked a few things, and that should sort that out. We'll see how we go now. But it is Forest on the ball. I really thought we were going to be 2-1 up there with Sosa scoring another one. And it is Kuto with a big challenge on Nico Williams. And there is half time. It really died there towards the second half of that first half. But Nottingham Forest 1 shot on target. We've had 3 and deserve our 1-0 win. So we're going to go into the sheds. I ain't going to tell the boys we're doing good, but we can definitely shift into another gear as I absolutely smashed the mouse button with my finger. I do apologise there if that was a bit loud, but you know, all the excitement of being 1-0 up against Forest as they have a throw in now. And this is dangerous. This is dangerous. That was absolutely... I was going to say, why didn't he pick it up? But I have a feeling that was a pass back. Let's have a look here. Is it a pass back? Is that why Norman doesn't pick it up? No, it's headed. What is he doing? Oh my God, no, that's an absolute goalkeeping blunder. We now are going to have to shout at the boys. Shout at the boys. Shout to demand some more. I mean, I would take a 1-1 draw with Forest, so there is definitely no shame in that, but that is a really, really dumb error from Magnus Norman then. Really, really dumb. And it is going to be time for some substitutions. Alfie Doi is not playing well. Neither is Bridgie, and neither is Sosa. Oh, he's on 6.6. Matheson's tired though. So is Niall John and JB. That's the problems there that we have. We don't actually have anyone to play right back Matheson, so you're just going to have to play all game. Yeah, Sam Hughes. Sam Hughes. He can't really play there, but Alfie Doi. I'm going to get Doi off because he's not playing well. We're going to bring Harrison on for JB. He got his goal and he's playing quite well. And we're going to bring Popov on for Bridgie. Give the team talk, point the finger. There's plenty of time left, guys. Let's go and make it happen. I've been copping a bit of stick from Leicester manager. I'm not sure if it still is Brendan Rodgers. I don't think it is. I can't remember. About Popov not playing too much, which is true. He's not, but just can't get in the team. Now I've got another highlight here. I was going to make a change, but is that man Popov for the boy? Is that Tarkowski? It was. Hughes now. Jones over the top. Harrison. Oh, he tries a little dink, and the Nottingham Forest defender has managed to get the ball out of the way. But we are now going to make a final substitutions, and it is going to be Daniel Aguero on for Sosa, who's had a pretty poor game. Other than that, we're probably looking at Niall John is probably going to come off, and we will swap and put Callum Jones back there. Gary Sanders, not so good in that ball-winning midfielder role. I believe Harrison can do it slightly better. Nope, neither of them can. They are... We're going to pop him on a box-to-box on support, and we will go ball-winning midfielder on defend there for Callum Jones. Look at me. Tactic changes in a game. And sort of closing down a little bit, I guess, maybe. We are going to shout some more in a minute. I don't know what's happened here. Game was just deciding. Like I said, a 1-1 draw with Nottingham Forest is nothing to be sniffed at. They have recently been relegated and are a very, very good team. As they have the goal kick now, and it is Foster. Sanders, his pass was a little bit astray, and Hall on the ball now for Forest, but Pervader nicks that. Sanders now, Popov. Can we spark some magic here with Benny Couto? Pop off. Harrison. Oh, Harrison Dudziak has scored for Oldham. It's in off the post. The tactical tweaks were obviously an absolute masterclass. Here is that highlight. I'm watching this again. This is great play. Benny Couto. Pop off. Harrison Dudziak getting into the box. Oh, through the goalkeeper. And what a sublime finish. That is definitely going to take us to a great win. We do really well. Like I said, we remember last time we pumped West Brom 4-1. But that is an absolutely crackingly good win. Benny Couto, man of the match. What a player. Nice work, boys. Well done. Right, so we're back for the Huddersfield game, and just a couple of things I wanted to point out quickly. We have had our youth intake. It's crap, below average. I think the last one was quite poor. We have a new head of youth development, Mike Owen, who doesn't look too bad. Now, he just signed at the beginning of this year, so I don't know if this is his youth intake. I'm not sure when that comes in, whether it's sort of pre-generated from when the game updates. So we're going to give him another year, but if he brings out another one that is as bad as this, he is Gonskis. Yeah, he's going to be cut because that's crap. Anyway, team selection for the game today. We've actually got a host of players away on international duty, which is annoying. So pretty much an unchanged team. The only thing is Barry Connie is going to come in on the bench for Gary Sanders, who is actually away on international duties. Words have failed me there. Brian Waugh still has that situation where we thought Richard Foster was going to take his spot. Richard Foster has sort of taken his spot. Actually, we're going to bring Sam Hughes in for Doy, and we will. Neither of these are very good on their left foot, but I think Hughes is slightly better in the air, so we'll swap those two over. I probably am going to try and sell Brian Waugh in the January transfer window. His contract is running out. He's not going to renew it. It's annoying because of one his homegrown club, but is he going to be good enough when we get to the Premier League? I doubt it. He struggled last year in League One, so it could be the end for him. But let's get in. Hopefully we can have another prime performance today against Huddersfield. If we play like we did against Nottingham Forest, we will absolutely smash them. And here is our first highlight. Huddersfield are in a relegation battle, and we are in a promotion playoffs battle. I didn't think I would be saying that this season, but yeah, that is absolutely crazy. I mean, if we go up to the Premier League, we're screwed. We're absolutely screwed. And surely we won't. Surely we won't. I'd like another season in the Championship just to kind of, bet ourselves in and pick up some players who've been, from those Championship teams who've been relegated. Maybe some Premier League clubs. They almost scored there, Huddersfield. Some Premier League clubs who've released some players just to just to strengthen that squad. And I am looking at a couple of players that we've got. The likes of Mitchell Roberts, he's now out for a month. Probably might be time to move him on. He hasn't really made the step up to the Championship. And there might be some other players of that ilk who could be potentially moved on as well. That's my thinking around there. We'll just see who can come in. We're probably not going to have a lot of money to spend because wage budget and all that, and I will probably be pumping most of it into the wage budget as Sosa has a bit of a wild shot. So yeah, it could be a bit of a rebuild, that slow, shifting out of the old guard and bringing in some newer players to really challenge in the Championship. It was quite a boring first half. Keep going, we can win this, maybe. Always pointing the finger. Always pointing the finger. Look how it fires them up. Fires them up perfectly. We've got a highlight straight off the first half of Benny Couto with throw in. John Bridgie, can he cross it? He can't. John whips it in. It's headed away by the Huddersfield defence. Watch us beat Nottingham Forest, and then we're going to struggle to beat Huddersfield here or potentially lose to them, as that is an absolute defensive howler from Hughes. Dapo, what's his face, the architect. I'm not sure he is the architect, because slow down. Yes, it was a good run, but Sam Hughes has it dealt with nicely here. But he plays the ball across the face of your goal, mate. Please, and he's defending 101. Never pass the ball across your goal. Never. Might berate them. I'm probably a bit late for beratings. It's been like 10 minutes. And I'm like, oi, that was crap. And I'm like, what was crap? Yeah, that thing that happened 10 minutes ago. Anyway, we've got the ball now, Matthew. It's probably my fault as well not paying any attention to this game. So I thought it was going to be a relatively easy walk in the park. But we are making hard work for it now, as Paveda is trying to spark something here with an amazing run. Finds Bridgie, and Bridgie, his 4th goal of the season. Hasn't been as prolific as he was last season, but we're back in it. Ian Paveda with all the magic here, cutting in from the right, beating players left, right, and centre, using that amazing dribbling that he's got a great ball to Bridgie, and in the back of the net. That's what you're talking about now. Matheson with a throw in. It is Jones on the ball, whips it in. That's a penalty. It is. JB's gone down like he's been shot, and who's going to take it? It is going to become Jones. He has missed a penalty recently, but he makes use of this one, makes this one count, and puts us 2-1 up in very, very quick fire succession. 2 quick goals, which is excellent. We've got another highlight. There's a corner for Huddersfield now, and I thought that was going in, but we've had a goal line clearance, and the highlight ends. I was just about to make some substitutions. We've had a highlight, so we will leave it. Sosa having an absolute shocker after I big him up about how well he's playing, and obviously then we have a game on camera and he gets all shy, but Noel John has a pop, and that is stinging the goalkeeper's hands. We will win a corner, as is Benny Couto here to whip it in. Whips it in. We can't get anyone's head on that. Sosa goes all the way back to Couto here. Drives into the box. No, comes backwards. Goes all the way back to Bridgie. What can he do? The goal scorer? Nothing. And now it is definitely substitution o'clock. And right, where are we looking? Sosa. We're going to bring Oguoro on for Sosa. Everyone's playing quite well here. Looking for tired players. There isn't really too many. Sam Hughes, that absolute goalkeeping howler. He has sort of, rectified that a bit, I guess, but we are going to take him off for Doy. I think if we can get a central defender in the transfer window, that would be very, very good. We are going to take JB off for goal-scoring hero last game, Harrison Dzak. And we've got a highlight. Matheson on the ball now, going back to Norman. I had a bit of heart in mouth after the last 2 sort of defensive goalkeeping blunders we've made like that. But it's Sosa on the ball now. Goes back to Matheson. Watch Sosa score now that I've subbed him off. That's a great ball. Sosa, and it is blocked by the defender. We will get the goal. What's happened here? Is it subs happened? What's gone on? Because that was it's all sorted itself out now, thank God. It is Huddersfield now with a throw in. They are in a Bartol Barisic. Doy missed the header. Glad I made that substitution. We are going to go attacking, and I am going to shout at the boys to demand some more, because I feel like this is a game that we shouldn't be losing. A couple more changes. It is Popov coming on for Paveda, who's looking tired, and we're going to bring Kone on for Noel John, who's also looking tired, and we'll drop Jones down to there. We're going to give the team talk, point the finger. I have faith. Go and make a difference. Kone is anxious. Don't think we'll be pulling the trigger for him. He doesn't quite look as good as I thought before, and has had very, very limited game time. Who knows? Maybe he comes in as a young player. I don't know. That was a great tackle there. I thought we were going to win the ball back from Oguoro there and Kone, but both of them really missed the ball, and it is Huddersfield on the ball now. And yes, we're away from home, but this is a team who are battling relegation, and we probably should really, really beat them, especially after playing so well against Nottingham Forest. And if they score a third here, and they bloody scored a third, but he's offside. He's offside. He's not offside. Oh, it's all gone to pot. It's all gone to pot. Very attacking. Demand more. It's not going to do anything. I could throw players forward, but this is just an absolute bum steer of a game. I've got a final highlight here. Is it going to be a positive one for us? Benny Couto trying everything he can to get us back into this. Benny Couto is an absolute Portuguese master. Look at this run. He's on his last legs. He's absolutely exhausted. Puts in a great cross and Popov. Well, blow me down. We probably shouldn't have conceded 3. Okay. We should have won that match. Well, that was a pretty good comeback in the end there. 90+6. I mean, man of the match, Benny Couto was absolutely... How did he not get man of the match? He should have. An 8.2. Let's have a look at him. He is played 10 games for us in the championship and has already got 6 goals. He is... I mean, I thought he had peaked here, and then I thought he wasn't going to be that good here. Numbers down here, but a lot more goals and a better average rating. And a better average rating in League One, and he is looking just as good at the moment. The reports say he is a decent championship player, but he's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Love him to bits. Player of the state so far, but there we are. We're not looking too bad. We are 7th, just outside the playoffs by 2 points. Nottingham Forest have 2 games in hand. So hopefully we can do something over them. I'm not sure how the January transfer window is going. We've got an FA Cup 3rd round in here. Don't know who that'll be against. Hoping for a good cup run, but I'm probably going to pay. I'm going to pay it. I'm going to play quite a few games. I can't see us doing too much business in January with this here. £10,000 over the wage budget. It'd have to be free loans potentially. But yeah. I thought so. I did recall I was going to say I was coming back for Stoke last game, but I didn't. Did I? Watford Coventry, was it? I can't remember. Anyway, I don't know why I'm looking back that far. So yeah, I'm hoping for a good cup run, but we may, I don't know, there's a Watford Millwall maybe towards the end of the window, maybe West Brom Cardiff. I don't know. I'll just come back here, you guys watch the video. I'll see you next time. Bye.